And after a split weekend, once again, we saw rain on Saturday. We even saw a few showers today. Not the best weekend. If you like the warmth, we have a couple days in the 7-day, but there's really no signals for extreme warmth on the way. So if you don't like the heat and humidity, well, you're fairly in luck. But let's take a live look outside right now in New London, where it's 61 degrees. We're certainly mild, and we're on the muggier side, but the winds right now out of east, southeast, really not going to do much to give us those warmer, more humid nights, at least not yet. Notice the pavement in New London. Didn't see much in the way of any rain there. Waterbury, yeah, you had some. You noticed the sheen on the roadways there. Temperature 60 degrees, winds there out of the east-southeast as well. The almanac for today, the Hartford area, exactly where we should be. This afternoon, 78 degrees, nowhere near that record of 96, and nothing even close to that for at least the next week to even as close as 2 weeks. Now, looking at First Alert Live radar, you notice some of the moisture out there is a few light showers. Some of this not even being picked up by the radar beam. So if, say, you're in Berlin and you're like, hey, it doesn't look like it's raining there. Well, there's some of the moisture below the radar beam. So, yeah, you can't rule out a few sprinkles as you head out, maybe to walk the dog on this Sunday evening. Temperatures, maybe just a light jacket. It's still quite mild. Everybody's still in the 60s. And with this easterly breeze, it locks us in to cloudier weather, certainly, but also temperatures for the overnights that don't fall that much, but then for the afternoons, temperatures don't climb that much. The winds right now, they're still sustained, 5 to, in some cases, 17 miles per hour. Right now in Bridgeport, gusting up and over 20. Dew points, notice they're not terrible, but there's certainly still a touch of mugginess out there, so you likely still need at least the AC on a little bit. Opening the windows, not really a good night for that. Notice the scattered showers farther towards the west. These overspread Connecticut and continue to do so for the next several hours. Notice on First Alert Futurecast, we'll be tracking a warm front, eventually a cold front, but tomorrow we're a few showers in the morning hours. The afternoon, it's very cloudy, but it's dry. And then once we get towards Tuesday morning, a few showers, but those pick up in intensity. We're talking when a cold front comes through later in the day on your Tuesday, could have some heavier downpours, maybe even a rumble of thunder, but could have some clearing late day. Let's take a closer look because the showers out there right now, they're more isolated in nature. Once we get towards tomorrow morning, here's 9, 10, 11 a.m., some of those light to moderate showers making their way through the state. They quickly clear though. But notice you see some green shadings, a few maybe sprinkles, but this easterly wind this time of year really locks us into that dreary, misty, maybe even some patchy fog throughout the day tomorrow. It's not the best day on our Monday. Tuesday, some of those showers to start the day, but notice the signals for some yellows, oranges, and reds depicting moderate to at times heavy rain Tuesday morning throughout the early afternoon hours. Quickly clears, could see some clearing even by sunset. And then Wednesday, a much better day. Temperatures climbing through the 80s, but we could be dealing with the possibility of some smoke. I'll show you that in just a second. Now, excessive rainfall on Tuesday, a lot of areas run that risk, so something we'll be keeping a very close eye on. Wednesday, though, this is what I was mentioning, some of that blue shading indicating some near-surface smoke. Not expecting any issues with air quality just yet, but we'll keep a very close eye on that. This is Tuesday night, expecting this to come through on Wednesday. Thursday's a warm day. Friday's okay as well, at least right now. And then by the weekend, still some signals of a few showers. The American and the European model want to bring that in. If we do see any rain next weekend, that'll be weekend at 16 with at least some sort of rainfall out there. Forecast lows tonight, we're basically there. A few showers tomorrow, temperatures near 70. That very cloudy weather expected. On your Tuesday, those storms come through. Wednesday is smoky haze, 82. Thursday, it's very warm, 87 degrees. It's okay on Friday before a chance for showers, Bryant. Next weekend, and temperatures by then even still below average, mid-70s.